like that, or you have a stepdad, or you have half brothers and sisters. I mean, there's all kinds of families out there right now. I guess it's because I'm a teacher and I see all kinds of families, picking up my kids from school, So, some of the people picking up the kids aren't even, their biological relatives. They're just, friends who grew up with the family. So, that's my definition of family, is just people who are there for each other and care about each other.
Who do you consider your family?
My family, I guess the closest to my family is Papa.
Who else do you consider your family?
I guess like the biological stuff. I mean, the immediate family that that I grew up with. But then I don't really see them, like at family gatherings or anything. So. No, I just consider it kind of like Papa, because he's the one that I really maintain contact with, and somebody I want to see, and somebody I would actually, go to great lengths to help, and things like that. So I would say Papa.
Why do you not see the rest of your family?
Because I don't really care about the rest of the family.
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess there's no interest, nothing in common. Yeah, nothing to talk about really. Nothing in common that holds us together.
How do you feel about that? Do you wish it was different, or it's fine?
No, I don't. I guess I don't really care one way or another. I mean, it's, things are the way they are, and just that's just the way they are. I mean, I pretty much accept whatever, whatever situation is presented.
When did you start feeling that way? That you didn't care about the other family and things like that?
Well, I never really cared too much. Even growing up, I never felt that we were like a really close-knit family. The only person I ever really felt close to was Papa, just continuously. I mean, for a while he was overseas, but still, we maintained contact. So I think with Papa.
How about with everybody else while you were living there?
While I was living
In the household.
In the household, I don't remember. I mean, I just remembered kind of like doing my thing and doing my own thing. I remember being really independent. I remember growing up just at the same time we were sheltered. We couldn't, be as free as the other kids and, do whatever. And that was a good thing. But I also remember just being really independent as far as, doing my own laundry since I was a kid, making my own lunch for school, making my own breakfast, buying my own clothes from the Christmas money or the birthday money or the Chinese New Year money that we got. I just remember us just kind of like doing things on our own, taking care of ourselves. Me at least. I don't know how it was with the rest of the family, but me at least.
Did you feel like you were isolated in the family? I didn't feel that way.
No, not isolated, just independent, just doing my own thing. I mean, having my own interests, taking care of myself.
Okay.
Because, by the time I was 18, I went off to Paris by myself and came back, and not too long after that I moved out, got a roommate, and so I think I was pretty much out on my own by 18. And I'm pretty sure I was the first one to move out of the house, even though I was the third child. So that tells you how independent I was.
Did you feel angry at the rest of the family, or what was your feeling?
No, I didn't feel angry. I just kind of thought I'm gonna do my own thing. I didn't really feel close to anybody in the family. And I think by the time I was leaving the house, moving out, I think Papa was overseas, if I remember correctly. Or if he wasn't overseas, then he was here, but he wasn't here very long. I was 20 years old, so I think you guys were 16. So I think that was around the time that Papa was kind of in and out, right?
I think it was earlier than
Yeah, something like that. So, um, he had left, and so there was really, he was the one that I really felt close to since he had left, he had moved out, then there was really no reason for me to stay. So, and I was used to being by myself, and so, I was out on my own.
Why were you? Why did you feel like you were used to being by yourself? If you didn't need anybody else, or?
No, I mean, Papa wasn't there, so I guess I thought, the person who took care of me and all that stuff, I mean, he was gone. And, he had taught me to be independent, and, I had, found out how to take care of myself by that time. So I just started taking care of myself and, leading my own life.
How did you feel about him leaving and not being there a lot?
I didn't really feel anything. I know that, the twins feel differently because they were younger when he had left the house. But for me, I was already grown up. I was already, I think 16 or 17 by the time he left. So, but all I remember about him when we were young was that he was a really good dad, that he always took care of us, was always there for us. Um, you know, just the opposite of what they say about dads, like absentee fathers and emotionally unavailable. I mean, I remember our father was really just really affectionate and really kind and very generous with us. So by the time he left, I think I was ready to move out on my own. I was independent enough. I was already driving. I already had my own car. I already had a job. On my way to college, so I was pretty much ready.
Did you feel that the gap while he was gone, that he changed when he came back?
Yeah, yeah, he did. I remember he used to be really a very rational, very calm person. And then when he came back, I don't know what happened. There were just periods where he was kind of, I don't know, kind of irrationally thinking, just a little bit. But whatever, inside he was still the same, So I kind of, whenever he acted irrationally or whatever, I would just cut him slack because, inside he was the same. Maybe he was just aging. Maybe he was just, getting on in his ways. Who knows?
How do you feel like he felt differently about the family after that long separation?
Yeah, maybe he didn't feel as responsible for the family. Maybe after he realized that, everybody could take care of themselves, when the twins had, gotten into college, I was already done with college and everything. I mean, I think his main worry when we were growing up was, whether or not we could, fend for ourselves when he was gone. And so, once the twins got into college and finished and everybody was done with school, he just kind of relaxed and didn't worry so much, and maybe the responsibility was taken off his shoulders a little bit.
Do you feel like he cares the same amount about us or cares less?
I think he just has his own problems. I don't think he cares more or less either way. I just think that, when people get older, they have different priorities. He's got more health problems. He's, how old is he now? He's getting close to 70, so I mean, he's already a senior citizen. And so he's just, he's got to be thinking about himself because everybody else can take care of themselves now. So it's more like, them taking care of him now. But I don't think he cares differently or less or more either way. I just think that, he has to take care of himself more and more now these days.
So going back to growing up, did you feel that there was any sibling rivalries? And if so, describe them.
Sibling rivalry, I think maybe the only kind would be